Hey, you want to know how you can make your sales process and your sales conversations a lot easier and a lot less awkward? Well, then stop saying so many words. This is Sales for Nice People, the daily podcast for ethical entrepreneurs who want to sell more because of their values and not despite them. I am Martin Steller. I help nice people sell more. And when you are in a sales conversation, it is really important to be precise and measured with how much you say. What happens most of the time is that a seller ends up talking too much, starts giving too many examples, keeps talking, keeps giving more context and information and reasons why. And the problem with that is not that you give the information, it's that the buyer doesn't have the time, doesn't get the space to integrate all that information. Like a buyer has a whole world of considerations, including stakeholders and finances and investors and clients and the husband and all kinds of things that need to be integrated and considered, and that all go into the mix of making a decision and saying, yes, when you talk, your buyer isn't thinking about those things the way they should. When you talk, your buyer is listening to you and you are distracting them from thinking about all the ways in which things integrate and why they should or should not buy from you. So be very careful not to fall into this nervous, awkward, vomiting words, word salad kind of narrative, because what you're doing at that moment is making it difficult for your buyer to make a decision. Your job as a seller is to make it easy to make a decision, even if that decision is to not buy from you. That's Sales for Nice People. That's how you serve buyers. And if you really want to serve your buyer, you make them think. You ask them questions about the things that they need to consider so that they go and process and compute so that your buyer in the end has a clear view on everything, all the things that go into the mix, and they know with full confidence what decision to make. It's really hard for a buyer to get there if you just keep throwing words at them. So be careful not to overload and overwhelm. When you have something to say it, then be quiet, let your buyer process, and let your buyer then reply to you. That's how you have a dialogue. The worst thing that you can do is just spew words at people in hopes of that being so compelling and convincing that they're going to say, oh my God, this is fantastic, we should get this, where do I pay? You don't get that if you just throw words at people. Be careful not to talk over your buyer's thinking. Help them think and process. This is Sales for Nice People, and if you want a free copy of my new book, Sales for Nice People, then go to martinsteller.com/book. You can sign up to the launch list, and I'll send you some instructions on how you can get yourself a free copy. martinsteller.com/book, and I'll see you there.